Hello students, in this video we are going to see about chapter 3 Introduction to Database Management System. Okay, now we move on to the introduction section. Okay, a database management system is system software for creating and managing databases. Okay, it is a system software for creating and managing databases. Okay, what is meant by database? Database is a collection of data. What is mean by data? For example, our biodata, our name, our register number, our PDF book is also a kind of data. Okay, these are the datas. Database means collection of datas. Okay, it should have more than datas. Okay, the DBMS provides users and programmers with a systematic way to create, retrieve, update and manage data. Okay, it is a systematic way to create, retrieve, update and managing the data. Okay, the data management is done by using the databases. Okay, this is the concept of database. Okay, database management system. What type of data is stored in a database? In a database, we would be grouping only related data together and storing them under one group name called table. Okay, we are storing the data by using the table. Okay, the database should having our data by in the form of table. Okay, this helps in identifying which data is stored, where and under what name. Okay, the database helps to store the user information in the form of table by using the different names. Okay, this is the introduction part of database management system. A database is a place where we store, retrieve and manage data. Okay, a database is a place where we store, retrieve, modify or update and managing the data. So, what's a data then? Okay, what is mean by data? Okay, meaningful information like your name, your favorite color, etc. to complex data like astronomical data that scientists handle, everything comes under database. I already told you what is mean by data. Our name, register number, the book of the PDF is also a kind of data. Our address, our other details like that. Okay, it is a kind of data. The database stores the data in the form of table with different names. Okay, this is the concept of database management system. So, some popular database management system is MySQL, Oracle, etc. We are most familiar with this MySQL concept. Later on we will discuss about it. Okay, I think it comes from previous chapters. Okay, later on we will discuss about MySQL concept. Okay, now evaluation of database management system. Okay, it should have three concepts: data duplication, high maintenance, security. Okay, first of all we discuss about data duplication. Some data is used by multiple resources for processing, thus created multiple copies of same data, wasting the spaces. Okay, it should waste some spaces because the multiple resources. Okay, again and again we use the same process means it should have more than memory. So it is one of disadvantages in this concept. Okay, the next one is high maintenance. Access control and verifying data consistency needs high maintenance cost. It is very high in maintaining the cost. Okay, the third one is security. The less security will be provided to save our data. This is the main disadvantage of database management system. Less security provided to the data, so database systems became popular to overcome the above limitations of the system. So these are the evaluation of database management system. The next one important topic is database management concepts. Okay, database management concepts. The first one is ACID properties. The second one is concurrency control and locking. Okay. ACID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation and durability. Okay, this is the full form of ACID. Okay, atomicity follows the thumb rule, that is all or nothing. Okay, atomicity means all or nothing. We can use all the data or we can use less data or without data in the network. Okay, while updating the data in database for the user performing the update operation. The second one is concurrency control and locking. It is the DBMS mechanism used for data sharing. If we want to share data, we can use more social medias like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, like that. So this is the mechanism of sharing data. When the same data is shared among multiple users, proper access control is needed and privilege of changing the application's data item is controlled through locking. Okay, when the same data is shared among multiple user. Okay, if we want to share the data, share a single data to the multiple user means proper access control is needed. We want the proper internet connection and we want the proper contacts also. Okay, and the privilege of changing the applications data item is controlled through locking. Okay, these data items are controlled through the concept of locking. Okay, can you understand the concept now? Okay, now we are start to discuss the important concept in this chapter. Database management system, database models. Okay, it should have lots of models like hierarchical database model, network model, relational model, object oriented database model. Okay, it should have 4 data models. First of all, we are start to discuss about hierarchical database model. Okay, the famous hierarchical database model was IMS, IBM's first database management system. IMS stands for Information Management System. Okay, hierarchical database model was IMS first DBMS. Okay, IBM means International Business Missions Corporation. Okay, this is the corporate company, that is IBM. IBM's first database management was IMS, that is Information Management System. Okay, the second point is, in this model, each record has information in parent or child relationship like a tree structure. Okay, in this model, our data are stored in the form of parent or child node. Okay, node is like a simple data to divide more subdatas. Okay, can you see this figure? Company is a parent node. It should have lots of child node, that is user, machine, devices and applications. Okay, it should have lots of child nodes, and the user can be divided into two child nodes, that is marketing and personal. The marketing can be divided into three subnodes, that is, it should be continued. Okay, n number of child nodes. Okay, so this is the concept of hierarchical database model. Can you understand what is hierarchical database model? Okay, now we move to the second data model, that is network model. Okay, what is meant by network model? Network model is similar to hierarchical model, except that in this model each member can have more than one owner. Okay, it should in the hierarchical node we have one parent node and lots of child nodes, but in this network model more than one parent node having more than child nodes. Okay, this is the difference between hierarchical data model versus network model. Okay, the first developed network data model was IDS, that is IDS stands for Integrated Data Store in Honeywell. At Honeywell, okay, this is the abbreviation of IDS. The first developed network data model was IDS. Okay, important one more question. It should be divided into three subparts. First one is network schema, the second one is sub schema, the third one is language. Okay, what is meant by network schema? Schema defines all about the structure of the database. Okay, network schema means the structure of database. Okay, the second one is sub schema. The sub schema controls on views of the database for the user. It should be controlled the views of the database for the user. This is for the user convenient. Okay, the third one is language, basic procedural for accessing the database. The language should be procedural for accessing our database. Okay, this is the concept of network model. So the third relational model is, the third data model is relational model. Okay, Oracle and DB2 are few commercial relational models in use. Okay, this is the examples of relational models, Oracle and DB2. DB2 is the one of our software application. Okay, don't confuse it. SQL, MySQL, Oracle and DB2, these are the examples of relational model. Okay, relational model is defined with two terminologies, instance and schema. Okay, the first one is instance, the second one is schema. Okay, what is meant by instance? A table consisting of rows and columns. Okay, this is the concept of instance. A table has rows and columns. Rows also have another names, columns also have another names. Okay, later on we will discuss about it. First of all, the table consisting of rows and columns. This is the concept of instance. Okay, can you understand now? The second one is schema. Specifies the structure including name and type of each column. Okay, it can specify the structure including name and type of each column. Okay, a relation or table consists of unique attributes or columns and tuples rows. Okay. Okay. The another name of rows is relation. Okay. A relation means table. A relation means table. Attributes means columns. Okay. Column having another one name is called attributes. Rows are having another one name is called tuple. So this is the concept of relational model. Now we move to the last database model as object oriented database model. This model incorporates the combination of object oriented programming concepts and database terminologies practically. This model serves as the base of relational model. So this is the base concept of relational model. This model incorporates the combination of object oriented concept, that is OOP concept. The OOP concept can be used in the Java programming also, and it can be used in the database technologies. Nowadays we are using lots of database technologies by using this object oriented concept. The object oriented concept is the base for all the database technologies or applications. Okay, can you understand the 4 database models? The first one is hierarchical database model. The second one is network model. The third one is relational model. And finally, the fourth one is object oriented database model. Okay, now we move to the next topic as relational database management system. Okay, this is the important concept. It is also based on the DBMS concept, that is database management system concept. Okay, what is meant by relational database management system? Any database whose logical organization is based on relational data model is known as relational database. Okay, a database which consists of logical organization is based on relational data model. It is known as relational database. The second point is a database management system that manages the relational database is known as relational database management system. This is the definition of RDBMS concept, that is relational database management system concept. Okay, a database management system that manages the relational database. The relational database should be managed by the database management system concept. So the third point is RDBMS is basis for SQL and for all modern database systems like MySQL, Oracle and Microsoft Access. So these are the these are based on the applications of RDBMS concept. Okay, so the next topic is RDBMS jargons. What is meant by RDBMS jargons? It should have 8 subtopics. The most popular relational database is MySQL. It is an open source SQL database supporting different platforms like Windows, Linux and Mac operating system. The other relational databases available are Oracle, MySQL Server and MS Access. So the features of the relational database management systems are high availability, then high performance, robust transactions and support, ease of management, then less cost. So compared to the database management system, the RDBMS concept is very useful and highly available, more comfortable to the user. Okay, this is the main concept of RDBMS jargons. Okay, the first one is table. The first concept is table. So this is the table. It should have our data like ID, name, age, salary. Okay, this is the table in RDBMS concept. So the next topic is row. Okay, the next topic is column. The next topic is column. We all are know about what is column. A set of rows and columns should having one table. So this is the column. This is the column. Okay, this is the column. A table consists of several rows and columns. Table can be divided into smaller parts in terms of column. Okay, columns can be divided the data from the table. Each column is known as attributes. I already told you the column having another one name is called attribute. Okay, in the employee table, 4 attributes are available, namely ID, name, age and salary. The attribute is defined in a table to hold values of same type. This is known as attribute domain. Okay, in this employee table, the name field will hold only characters, not the numbers in it. The vertical entity in a table is known as attribute or column. Okay, this is the concept of column. So, the third one is row. So, this is the row of this table. So, this is the row of this table. A single entry in a table is called as row or record or tuple. Row having another 2 names, that is record or table. Sorry, tuple. This is called tuple, record or tuple. Set of related data are represented in a row or tuple, okay, or record. The horizontal entity in a table is known as record or row. So, can you understand the concept of row? So, the fourth one is primary key. That is key element. Okay, the candidate key that is chosen to perform the identification task is called the primary key, and any others are alternate keys. Okay, the primary keys are mainly used to the user unique identification. Okay, this is the main concept of primary key. So the next one is foreign key. A foreign key is a copy of a primary key. Okay, it is also worked as a primary key that has been exported them from one relation into another to represent the existence of a relationship between them. A foreign key is a copy of the whole of its parent primary key. Okay, the parent primary key having the copy as a foreign key. Foreign key values do not have to be unique. Okay, it should the values of the foreign key is not in the unique identification. Foreign keys can also be null, but primary key cannot be null. This is the difference between primary key and foreign key. A composite foreign key cannot have some attribute null and other non-null. So this is the concept of foreign key. The next one is super key. The next one is super key. An attribute or group of attributes which is sufficient to distinguish every tuple in the relation from every other one is known as super key. It should have a deep relationship from every other one is known as super key. Each super key is called a candidate key. Okay, a candidate key is selected from the set of super key. While selecting candidate key, redundant attributes should not be taken. The candidate key is also known as minimal super keys. So this is the concept of super key. The next one is composite key. A key with more than one attribute to identify rows uniquely in a table is called composite key. It can be used to identify rows in a particular table by using the composite key. So this is also known as compound key. Composite key having another name is called compound key. So this is the concept of database management system and relational database management system. Okay, can you understand the concept now? Thank you for watching this video, students.